was like over a couple of weeks ago, we actually ended up completing the contract over on Eurus. And it ended up ending after we ended up having an opposite. Now we're going into we ended up getting a new contract. So it's now the year 3041, and our enemies of the Taurian conquered that, and they have been fighting with us Davian for some time. Many of the Taurian conquered mech warriors are very seasoned who have inflicted many blows on House Davian. We are calling the Stormbringing destroyers who had a very successful campaign last year against House Liao. Our duty for the next 5 months is to bolster the faltering Davion forces and drive the Taurian Conquerat from regaining any momentum. We use your Royal SLDF mechs wisely. Why do I say that? Well, it's very simple. We ended up getting some new hardware. For the stuff that we have, for a battle lance, I have traded out my Atlas that I was using for quite some time, and now we actually have the Highlander 732B. This is a 90-ton assault mech, which does have jump jets of a 353 with a 270 and reactor engine, the same one that the Shadowhawk will do. It has 10 double heat sinks. Double heat sinks will double the value of your ability to generate heat sinks. And it has ferrofibrous armor, which weighs less than the standard one. And this is to keep the weight low when you're actually doing some of the other shooting and such. Yeah, we got 277 points of armor, which is pretty good. For quirks that we do have, it primarily has reinforced legs. What this basically would do is, if we do declare a death from above attack, we actually will take half the damage to the legs that we normally would have. Which the Highlander is actually pretty well known for. This type of attack is called the Highlander Burial. It still can be a little bit risky to maneuver if you do not know what you're doing. But still, use it responsibly. And we have an SRM-6 with Artemis-capable ammo. Now, when it comes to the Artemis capable ammo, when a hit will normally occur, all it does is it adds a +2 modifier to the cluster hit tables that we currently have, which I may show you at another time. We have a Gauss rifle, which is a very good weapon, and it does 15 damage. So it does only 75% of the damage that the AC-20 would have, but the range is far superior, and it doesn't really generate any heat at all. It's basically a giant railgun, and we have 16 shots of ammo for this. We're now equipped with we have the LRM-20, and we have 2 tons of LRM-20 ammo, which is Artemis capable, and along with 3 medium lasers. Now, I played in the BattleTech 2018 release of this game. This actually is the one that the exact same mech that you would actually get after you beat one of the story missions that ends up getting SLDF mechs from a hidden cache. This actually would have 2 Artemis 4 fire control systems, so don't get these wrecked if you can avoid it. And also 2 case modules. modules. Now this actually is extremely important, as Case, believe it, actually is one of those things where the left and right torsos have the ammo. If for any reason any of the ammo ends up getting hit and explodes, instead it will actually not destroy the center torso. Instead, it will destroy that particular side instead. So we shouldn't have an automatic ejection for catastrophic damage if they end up getting hit. So that's actually very, very important. Moving on, we got Sergeant Anna Maria Sturger back, and she was a she did end up becoming a prisoner of war, and she's fully recovered for all her injuries with her Orion. We still got the Black Knight. For Cavalry, Lieutenant Jonathan Lake, Black Phoenix, his character, now has the Quick Draw 4H, which has the 4 medium lasers pointing forward and with the SRM-4 pointing out the back with an LRM-10 launcher. Other than that, it's pretty standard. Now we have 2 Phoenix Hawks. And with the Phoenix Hawks, it's actually an extremely good weapon. There is an ER large laser with basically it will extend the range of a regular large laser, but it will produce 4 additional more heat than what it normally would. The damage output's still the same, but it will basically be longer range with more heat. This thing is also equipped with 11 double heat sinks, and there's also 2 medium pulse lasers. When it comes to pulse lasers, they always have a -2 modifier when you're going to hit, but they're slightly more damaging, but they generate more heat and they have less range. So just use these wisely. For Recon, this is Lieutenant Bob Kenny got the Royal Shadowhawk upgrade, which now comes with 2 medium lasers, 1 in each arm. We have an LB-10X autocannon and 2 Streak SRM-2s. The LB-10X autocannons, for those who don't know, they carry 2 types of ammo. We have the LBX-10AC ammo, which is basically one of those slugs like a shotgun, basically, except it fires a shell. It's basically just a regular AC-10 and cluster ammo, which it actually hits into individual clusters of 1. So it's very deadly against aircraft and other vehicles because of the critical hits that it potentially can do. It has 11 double heat sinks, endo-steel chassis, which lightens the structure with some ferro fibrous armor. Okay, we got the double heat sinks for the Phoenix Hawks too. We have 2 commandos here, which are pretty standard, and we now have the Royal Stinger. Now this is a very very fast recon mech. However, you must be careful because this thing is still very vulnerable. The XL engine that you see here makes it lighter, and it's actually more maneuverable now. And it has 10 double heat sinks. It has a number of 7. With 3 medium lasers and a small laser. For those of you who don't know about the XL engine, or extra light, if it gives the mecha reduced amount of tonnage, but if any one of the side torsos get destroyed, it destroys the engine. So you gotta be careful. And if Scarlet is watching this, 2 of her lance mates gets an upgrade. I actually got rid of the Crusaders that we have, and we have 2 Royal Archers. These have 10 double heat sinks, endo-steel armor with regular chassis with standard armor, and it has 2 Artemis 4 capable LRM-20 launchers with 24 shots of LRM ammo altogether with case. These are 70-ton heavy mechs. We still have the Centurion and the Panther along with that. So we're actually going to be using that. All 3 of our Corsairs should now be up and running. With our we're now going to be deploying infantry into this scenario, into the following scenarios, given that it's a defensive type of battle usually. I'll go over this, the rules at another time. But one of these are just going to be for combat search and rescue, which is just there for purposes, because we're actually supposed to be using these in order to conduct the search and rescues that we have custom rules for. And it has to be like a motorized platoon. We have a infantry mechanized hover platoon. We can use these in order to try to roll to see if deploy them on the battlefield. We can once per week we can roll a one-sided dice, and we can even choose to have a bonus roll, or we can even skip a mission and escape the roll. We also have a jump platoon as well. These have laser rifles, and just the best option. And for the first time also, we also have a tank lance where we have, normally we would have up to 4 with a being double and such, but I decided that we're going to have a lance of 6 since vehicles generally don't usually last long on their own, especially if it gets mechs. And we got some of these tanks that you probably have seen quite a bit. One's got an LRM-20. They're usually really good against stuff. This one's got the Brutus assault tank, where it's actually pretty good. It's pretty solid. It's one of those big brawlers. And one thing about these tanks is that you will never ever overheat. So alpha striking is basically at your own discretion. You got a Manticore. This has an LRM-10, a PPC, and an SRM-6, and a medium laser. The Patton tank has an AC-10 thing on it. An LRM-5, some flamers for infantry, and a small laser for a really close corner. You got a Saladin, which has an AC-20, and a Scimitar, which is an AC-5, and 2 SRM-2s. This is more for like destroying other vehicles and probably some light tanks. We're just trying to find a battle master right now, which is actually an upgrade to Crystal Terra's other one, which I'll show you at another time. So we are going to be going to the briefing room. We still have 2 prisoners from the other one that's got some permanent injuries. We'll ransom them after. Tonight we got a stand-up attack, which I'll be doing for here. Black Phoenix right now is doing a road lesson since he's going to get his license sometime soon, and he's not going to be back for another 14 minutes or so. And until then, we're going to be on our own doing this, and he agreed to join in after. Hopefully that we'll still keep that as the case, and we will actually fight this. So here we go. We got a stand-up attack. So we got an incoming transmission. Welcome to Laconis, Captain McDonald. We are glad you got some serious upgrades. We notice you are carrying Royal SLDF mechs. They are extremely powerful and barely even produce heat, which is actually true if you do it right. We have our first battle of the day. While Lieutenant Lake deals with 2 mech lances, we detected an enemy as a company of tanks that are in a standoff with one of our forces. If you can destroy about 50% of these forces, we'll be able to start a counterattack. We also detect a griffin and a wolverine in this company, so use caution. Yeah, wow. They're facing two Orions, a Black Knight, and a Highlander, a Royal Highlander. I don't think they got a stand a chance. Okay, so this is one of the arsons, so we get a griffin along with us. Also studied a little bit more stuff ahead of time. We got a lot of tanks, and I think one of the bigger threats is this SRM carrier. These like carry so much, and if you get close to one of these, they're like gonna pound you. And we also have an LRM carrier with a extremely dangerous gunner. So that's actually the priority one. We got an AC2 carrier here. I'm actually going to grab a die here, and I'm actually going to roll for the reinforcements that we are going to be having. Since we have recon lance there, the only thing we can try to do is see if we can get fire support. So Scarlet, I hope you're good to go. And I'm going to roll, and if I roll a 6 here, she's going to be in the battle. And she's not. Damn it, Scarlet. Okay, so now for the 3 flights that we have, we gotta roll to see if one of them can actually roll them. If I roll a 6, then they can join. First for Storm Flight, which fails. Next one we're gonna do for Thunder Flight, which fails. Next one for Tsunami Flight, which also fails. We got our Tank Lance. They're gonna be set for training, so we're actually going to try to see if we can actually get those experience up. So we're actually not going to bother with that. So after I looked at it, okay, now we got the 3 Sparrowhawk flights, and close that out. And if we roll a 6, they're in. For Hawk Flight. Nope. Next for Falcon Flight. Nope. And Eagle Flight. Yep. It looks like we have no air support for this entire battle. And we got some people with training. Also, last time on that last contract we did, we are not. So it looks like we're on our own. The enemy does have a couple of fighters for support. Looks like they have another bunch of tanks for reinforcements. I think we'll be fine. Just as long as we don't also slow off some tanks in order to get some money. Basically, the excess we have. Crap. I don't really like locusts just too much, just only because they can be easily destroyed if you're not careful with it. And with the stingers we have, they're a lot more maneuverable, and you can actually torso twist with them. Okay. We're going to say that the air support, they got bombs. So let's actually equip them with some bombs, just because I like the fact. Now we just basically gotta destroy half the enemy forces. Reinforcements don't count. Alright, Black Knight. And like the not get range, got the support. Okay. Here I am in the Highlander. As well. Just gotta try to find a good sniper nest for the snipers, and typically you're supposed to actually have a stake in place. Black Knight's more like a brawler. So let's actually. Some of these guys are actually going to be coming to us. They have to be firing so long way. I'm not gonna focus more on this LRM carrier first, just because that thing is so dangerous. And at extreme range, I actually can't shoot it. I'm gonna actually walk and actually go over here and actually try to fire him. Because that thing, they have a gunnery of 1, and I want nothing to. I really don't want to get hit by that thing. And for then, we'll just keep our we're just gonna keep our Ryans just like around here, just to try to make sure that they come along. And when Black Phoenix does come here later on, we'll do more of the roleplay type of stuff that we're supposed to be doing. But until then, we can definitely do this while listening to the Mech Warrior 2 Mercenary soundtrack. On 3. You got a gunnery of 3. Try to see if we can pick up Wolverine too. I got 13 here and so can't really do anything. Looks like I kinda made a lot of people mad. Look at that. We need a 6 in order to hit them. They did fire at the long range, and along with the yardage, and along with the LRS pointing the yardage. All the other stuff is out of range. All the other stuff pretty much is out of range. So we got the line of sight range. We can't do the other. I'll try to pick up this Wolverine here. I'll shoot a P3 at it. Let's see. That Brutus assault tank actually hit me with that. And let's see here. The Gauss rifle hits, and we killed the LRM carrier on the first turn. But I did take quite a bit of damage. I did take quite a bit of damage in that little exchange there. So that's priority 1 gone. And that reduced them to 86% battle value. Okay, I'm gonna keep my Griffin standing still here. See the rest of it. And let's see, we'll get a mod 3 and a mod 2. I'm going to move my Black Knight in here so we got some cover in order to reduce damage if needed. Saladin disappeared from us. I think he probably went behind the woods over there. other Orion's actually hidden because of the 3 light woods that are around here. I think when it comes to line of sight, it's actually hidden if it goes through more than if it goes through 3 light woods. Okay, got another griffin over here that jumped. I ain't too worried about an AC-2 carrier. I think the next ones I probably want to try to go after is this Wolverine, probably. I'm gonna not sit still right now. Just maybe give him a little bit of room, and I get a +1 mod for that. Now we're in melee range. They're medium range, so we'll just stay still. Gas rifle powered up. Let's actually take out the ACC, this vedette tank as well. Fire there. That Brutus actually killed the Black Knight's gyro. God damn it. We're going to re-roll the issue. Her mech is basically a goner. We have a Saladin right near next to us. Griffin's gonna stay there. You are not in the line of sight of that not in the line of fire for that salad, at least. If I jump over here, I'll have partial cover against all the others. Back here. We are in partial cover. Called shot if I wanted to, but if I do a called shot here, it's actually going to cause a +3 penalty in order to do so. Because we jump, it's not going to be worth it. Let's just shoot the stuff at the Saracen. Shoot. Fire against the Saracen. The Orion basically destroyed it in the first shot. And we immobilized the Saracen in the other. We're at 72%. Megan needs to run for her life. Alright, the SRM-2 carrier is now approaching, so let's actually start getting prepared for that. Let's get her into the woods. I can stay here in partial cover. That's a lot of tanks, so I'm just gonna move here. The next one I want to try to take out is the SRM carrier. That Saracen is no longer a threat. Okay, we're going to turn left. Fire the Corsa. Okay, let's not going to aim. We're actually going to go for the SRM carrier. Fire, fire. Fire, 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 fire. We can alpha strike without generating any heat at all. Okay, let's go ahead. Down a little bit. Let's strike that. We did hit the tank. We made the SRM carrier explode with the Artemis. Oh my god, the Highlander got hit by a lot for a lot. Yeah, I did get shot in the head. But the armored cowl actually absorbed quite a bit of the damage. Alright, 63%. She still needs to run for her life with tanks. Oh no, they pounced on her. We can't have that. We definitely cannot allow that. I'm gonna displace here. We're gonna call shot high for a Gauss rifle. We absolutely need to kill this thing. We also just missed the Griffin. Kick the Griffin, which will do a serious critical hit. Ah shit. She's been captured by the Griffin. And now we're at 60%. Just move the Highlander around just to get around some of this cover. Oh no, I'm not worried about that. As long as I'm in the woods, those low damaging stuff actually can't hurt. The Griffin cannot get up. That tank's a bit concerning. I don't know where that Wolverine went. We now have a couple of enemy aircraft. Oh, there's a Wolverine. us. We'll shoot the Griffin here. The AC-2 carrier is gone. The Orion took some damage. The enemy's now 57. We are now at 25%. Megan's still trapped in the Griffin. We're gonna shoot this We're gonna shoot at this defender. Oh, they're at. Oh shit, they're bombing. They're actually bombing us. Yeah, let's shoot at this wolf. Let's shoot at the Wolverine. Anyway, I didn't do too much. Ow. Hey, that's a lot of that. That's a lot. They're gonna bomb me. I'm gonna punch a tank. There come the reinforcements. Fire, fire, fire. Not that. Fire. Gonna shoot that and start shooting the other stuff. Why does thing spawn for life? No. Yeah, I got a couple of Brutuses. Gonna fly our PPC to here. Oh shit. My Orion took a hit in the head and Tara, she barely escaped. That's not good. Punch. Hit back shoulders. Hit on the Orion. What's my leadership skill at? 2, so I can lose up to 40%. Because this would have been a defeat for me if it wasn't for that. Tara, run. Tara's been really badly hurt here. I lost one of my jump jets, so it's not going to really work out too well. I think the hip actuator is getting destroyed. Just sit still here. Not really. And I serve 2 and AC 2 anything. Sarah's definitely going to be out for I think for the rest of this whole contract since the first initial contact really didn't go too well. Everybody's shooting at me. My got to be kidding me. I ended up doing